Is ChatGPT killing your creative brain? Now, MIT scanned people's brains after using ChatGPT, and what they found was absolutely terrifying. But here's the part that no one's telling you. By the end of this video, you're going to understand cognitive debt and how to protect your edge while still using AI. Okay, so MIT runs this study on students writing essays, and they hook up EEG scans that showed up to 55% less brain activity in AI users. 55%. Now, I just lost my mom to Alzheimer's literally a few months ago. And I have to tell you that cognitive debt is incredibly real, and it's incredibly terrifying. None of us want to lose ourselves, literally the essence of who we are. Now, as I was going through this really big MIT scary study, I noticed something really important, and that is that the people who used ChatGPT only used ChatGPT. There was no original thought. Nobody wrote anything off the top of their mind, original, and then had AI look at it. They actually just wrote a prompt and took whatever AI spat back out at them. Now, I've known people who have a hard time walking. It's painful. And they started using these mobility scooters. And after a while, their muscles atrophied, their body weakens, and they are no longer able to walk. They were able to walk when they first got on the scooter, even if it was painful. But now they literally cannot walk and have to use the scooter to get around. And I think the same thing applies to AI. If you use it wrong, you are probably going to experience mental decay. But if you use it right, it can be a creative superpower. The trick is not to use AI as a crutch, but to use AI as an aid. So I kid you not, the last video I did, and I'll put a link up here in just a moment, was called, "Will AI Replace You? Falling Sheep Say It Won't." And it came out literally just a few days before the MIT study came out, and you'll benefit from that one, but only after you understand how to use AI the right way. And I use AI every single day. And I don't feel like my voice has ever been clearer and sharper. I don't feel like AI is replacing me. If anything, it's enhancing me. And I don't feel like you're lazy if you're using AI. Now, this is coming from somebody who still works full-time, runs a film company, writes books, mentors creatives. I use AI like another tool in my toolbox. I never use it as a crutch. I will never start with AI write me a letter or AI write me a book. I always start with my own original thought, my own original ideas, my own script. And I may ask AI to polish it. I'm certainly not the best speller in the world, so I have AI correct that. But that's exactly what AI is, and I think what it was always meant to be. Now, the MIT thing had 3 test conditions. There were the people who used no tools, the people who used Google, ChatGPT, and the AI people showed less engagement and remembered less. And I think the key thing to remember here is they never had anything to remember in the first place because they didn't create it. They didn't write it. They read it the same way that their teachers did for the first time when AI spat it out. And this is nothing new under the sun. It's the same with calculators and spell check. When those first came out, there were predictions of doom that people would not be able to do math anymore, or that they would not understand how to do English and spelling anymore. But the real danger is not the technology. The real danger is using it passively and not using your own mind to make things happen. So how do we make AI safe for us? How do you use AI the right way? Well, number one, think first. Start with your own idea, your own voice, your own message, and make sure that you are the original thinker, not AI. Number two, collaborate, don't delegate. Don't just take AI output at face value. When I started writing and using ChatGPT, one of the first things I noticed is that it wanted to change everything in my script. It really took my voice out of it. It really, sometimes you lost the whole meaning of things. And so I told it right away, I said, I don't want you to replace me. I want you to act like a book editor would. And since then, AI has been one of the best tools that I get to use. So don't just use AI output and don't take it at face value. Ask questions, refine, redirect. When it does come back to you, rarely, if ever, do I take what AI makes and just use that directly. I will always go back through, read it, make sure it hasn't changed what I intended, make sure that it's still telling the story that it needs to, and make any corrections that I need to. Whether AI likes it or not, this is my work, and it should be your work as well. And that leads us to number 3, which is own the final word, because this has to feel like you, not like some copy machine or some ghost image of what you are supposed to be. This is you, not ChatGPT, not AI, not any of those things. Now, I actually wrote a short book with my AI partner about this exact same thing. And just like I said, my words, my story, polished and smoothed by AI, very much like a human book editor would do for any author that's out there. And it's called 10 Powerful Ways to Use AI to Level Up Your Creative Life and Save You a Ton of Time. And it actually started off at 50 pages. And now it's 60 after the MIT study, because I wrote this before that study came out. And I will give that to you for free, no cost. Just go to the website down below and click on it, and I will have that sent to you right away. AI cannot take away your voice. Only you can give that away. And when I think about it, every time AI comes up for me, every time I log into ChatGPT, it doesn't say, how can I replace you today? It says, how can I help you today? What do you want to accomplish? And if you keep that frame of mind and you keep your own creative self involved and you keep your mind working, I don't think AI is going to turn out to be a bad thing. I think anything that's used as a crutch too much ends up being bad in the end. I really do. So use the tools. Read the book, because it's going to give you 10 ways. That's actually 13 if you get into it. But it's going to give you ways that you can use AI the way I use AI to be assisting my creative life, but not replacing me. Remember, stay present in your own life. This is not about getting material out there or getting hits or getting likes. It's about making sure that what you create is what you actually create. So keep showing up with everything that makes your work worth doing. Live creative every day,